Hi everyone, today I'll be making a very decadent dessert called chocolate cherry mousse cake. These are the ingredients for the cake. So this is a flourless cake I'm making. For this I need 10 grams of sugar, this is caster sugar, 10 grams of chocolate, dark chocolate, which I'm going to melt in the microwave, 2 eggs, and 5 grams of cocoa powder. So I'm going to start first by separating the eggs. So I'm going to put the egg yolks in here and the sugar, and I'm going to whisk this for at least 10 minutes. So as you can see, this has gone pale in colour, so I'm going to add the cocoa powder and the melted chocolate. So whisk this together. So this is ready, and I'm going to put this to one side. So for the meringue, I've got 2 egg whites and I've got 10 grams of sugar here. So I'm going to whisk this up. I'm going to start at low speed first. So it's frothing up, and I'm going to add a little bit of sugar at this point. Add the remaining sugar. So the meringue has reached the soft peak stage. So look at that, beautiful. Now we're going to fold this into the yolk and sugar mixture. I'm going to fold it in very gently. This is going to be a very light and airy cake because it has no butter or flour in it. So I'm making cutting motions very gently because you don't want to lose all the air that you've incorporated. Now for the rest of the meringue. So this is well mixed. I've lined my baking tin, so I'm going to pour this in here. So spread it out evenly. So I'm going to bake this in the oven at about 170°C for about 10 minutes. In this pan I've got 210 grams of black cherries, which I have pitted. Into this I'm going to add 50 grams of caster sugar. I'm going to add about half a cup of water in here. So this has turned quite syrupy. This took about 20 minutes to get down to this consistency. I think just another few minutes more and we'll be done. Look at this beautiful colour, deep red purpley colour. That's it. I'm going to turn it off now, put it in a plate. I'm going to let this cool down, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge for about an hour. So the cake is on, it's cooled down. So I'm going to take this paper off. You need to be very careful with this because it's a very, very delicate cake. So it's time to make the mousse now. So here I've got 100 grams of dark chocolate. This is 70% cocoa. I've got 300 mils of fresh whipping cream, and I've got 10 grams of sugar. I'm only using 10 grams of sugar in the cream because I'm going to add the compote. So that's already got 50 grams of sugar. So what I'm going to do now, put this in a bowl. I've got a pan of simmering water, and I'm going to put this over this. So I'm going to melt the chocolate over the warm hot water. So while the chocolate is melting, I'm going to whisk up the cream. Add the sugar. The chocolate has melted, so I'm going to let this cool down, and then I'm going to add this to the cream. The chocolate has cooled down, so I'm going to add this to the cream. And the cream has thickened up. I'm just going to mix this in by hand now. So I'm going to leave this in the fridge for about 20 to 30 minutes. So both these things have cooled down. So I'm going to add the cherries now to the mousse. Oops. I'm going to add a tiny bit of syrup. And the rest of the syrup, I'm going to paint the cake. So I'm going to fold this in very gently. That's enough. So I'm going to put it back in the fridge for about 10 minutes. So I've got my cake here, and I'm going to now add the syrup, the cherry syrup. Just spread it around right to the edges. So the cherry taste will permeate all through the cake. Soak in. Right, I'm going to leave this for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to add the mousse to this now. Spread it around. Now this will go back in the fridge for about 2 to 3 hours to set. So I've taken the cake out of the tin. I'm just going to smooth it a little bit. I'm just going to sieve some cocoa powder on top of this. I'm going to decorate it with cherries, just 3 cherries here. This is my cherry chocolate mousse cake. Tell me what you think of it. Leave your comments down below. I'm going to cut this and show you what it looks like. So here goes. This cake is very, very delicate. I don't want to break this. Right. So this is what it looks like. So let me show you a close-up. Look at that. The cake at the bottom is very, very delicate, and so is the mousse. Right, I'm going to do a taste test and tell you all what it tastes like. Wow. Amazing. There's a slight bitterness to the chocolate, but then the cherries, the sourness of the cherries cuts that through, and the richness of the cream. It's lovely.